Hello everyone, and welcome back to ARK Survival Ascended, where I am on a mission today. We found a hyena that has 31 damage, and I would like to yoink it, as that is not a bad number. So we're gonna be doing that because I was looking around at what dinosaurs can be carried by pteranodons, which is important because that's currently all we have access to. It's going to be a little bit before we have the ability to get an Argentavis, probably. Maybe later in this episode, depending on how far we get, we'll see. But I want something that I can start working on defending my base with, and hyenodons are probably one of the dinos that we're going to want to breed. Now, full disclosure, I did find these guys with Dino Finder. I didn't bother going to track them down individually with the binoculars, but now that we have the ability to do that, I'm gonna rule it as fair game to find stats with Dino Finder, just because it can be such a frickin' pain in the butt to have to go and individually scope out all of the dinos in hopes of finding a high level. Again, a lot of my mod set is designed around making things that I could do a little bit faster and easier, rather than giving me the ability to do things I wouldn't normally be able to. Like, I could go search every single hyenodon on the map. It would be a pain in the butt, and there's a chance that I would miss some, but it's possible. It's within my capabilities, theoretically. But this just makes it a little bit less tedious and time-consuming, because again, I'm playing on single-player non-competitively. It doesn't give me a competitive edge when there's no one else in the world with me. But I'm going to bring this gal back. We'll try to get her tamed, and then there is another hyenodon over there that I'd like to get. That's 125 that has a good, what are they called? The traits. The traits that were introduced with Tall Tales for Aberration. Oh, wait, no, I got her. No, darn it. But it has a good trait that I want to get, that I believe was one of the mutation ones. Can we get you? No. Where did you go? Back here. You're gonna go get eaten by a raptor if you're not careful. There we go. Now, the really nice thing about hyenodons is that they are actually a passive tame that does not take any resources at all. It can be a little bit of a pain if you don't have ghillie armor, but all you gotta do is sneak up quietly without scaring them, and just give them a pet. They're very good doggos, and that means that they will eventually realize that, yeah, okay, this is cool, your friend. So this is It makes him a good early tame if you have access to, say, drag them down from the mountains with a pteranodon like I'm doing here. And there we go. All right, first hyenodon tamed. Let's go ahead, bring you over here. There's some not majorly scary stuff that spawns around here, but scary enough that I want a little bit of backup as we start to settle in this area. So these guys I think will be a good starting point, and that's one said scary thing in question here. How high level is that? That's a theory. Level 55, because of course it is. Alright, we might have to come back and deal with that on the Pteranodon. But yeah, that's why I want to have a little bit of insurance against this, and these guys can also be handy for bringing into caves because they are so small, so it does not hurt to start working with these guys a little bit early, and that way when we have theories popping up, they are just not an auto-kill if we don't see them in time, because while our Pteranodon can deal with them with our help, we have to be so freaking careful about it. One of them wanders into our base over here, we're gonna be in kind of a bad spot. So that's cool, there's two of them, and I made them both angry now. That's real cool, real great, we love that. Love that, look how fast these guys are, it's so terrifying. These guys are no joke. And you can't, like, you can tame them, but we are in no way equipped to do it, so look at how fast they're just both gonna beeline to me. Look at this! They are scary, scary beasts, even though they are herbivores. Okay, one of them's down. That was the easier one. There we go. That is so frickin' terrifying. But we got them down. Look at, they drop prime meat too, because they are pretty dang powerful. Okay, so I'm gonna do something that's possibly a very bad idea, but we found a 150 stego when I was just doing some scans for dinosaurs in the area, and I still do want to tame a stego. I think either a stego or a trike could be a good idea, so we're gonna try to do that. We don't have the best of weapons or of armor yet, so our goal here is to not get hit and to not waste tranks if we can at all help it. I don't know if these guys have a headshot multiplier, but we're gonna find out. Hopefully we can knock her out here. Now, I don't think stegos are usually that fast, so we just gotta make sure we don't back off of a cliff. Okay, they're faster than I remembered them being, so that's kind of a problem. That's maybe not ideal. You know what it is? She's trying not to get separated from her baby, which is helpful for us. Shoot. Okay. We do not have enough for that, so what I'm gonna try to do... what are we actually missing? We need wood. Darn it. Can we quickly get wood? We're gonna run out of tranks, too, is the problem. Alright, we're... I don't wanna be crafted right now. That's a dilo. Yeah, let's go this way. Let's not get into further trouble. That's a freaking alpha raptor. That could be a real problem. Okay, we gotta pull back. We gotta pull back. Hopefully she continues to come at us. Yeah, we need you to not be near the alpha raptor. That would be so bad. I'm out of Alright, can we switch to slingshot? Whoa, you. Let's see if we can go this way. We're close. The problem is we're just not quite there. Alright. Oh, but if we go make more tranks, I think it might be best to make more tranks. I think that might be a better idea here. We're gonna lose a lot of torpor, though, is the problem, which is not ideal, but I don't really want to screw around with that, that alpha raptor. Oh, is she fighting the alpha raptor? Yeah, alright, we're gonna fall back, we're gonna make more tranks, and we're gonna see if she even lives this. Oh, she's... Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. That's just too bad. So we had a little bit of a failed adventure there, which was that we went looking for a 150 stego that I spotted across the map, only to lose it to an alpha raptor. I technically don't think it died, but I'm not fooling around with that. We are not we're not equipped to handle that. So I figured we'd probably go back and we should probably make some additional preparations here. So I've crafted up a crossbow. I think even with the boosted bow that I had, this is going to be better, but I'm going to be keeping a lookout for better crossbows in drops, and I actually might go drop hunting, to be honest here. But I also want to just craft up a whole bunch of trank arrows, because we did make some of the super cryo storage spheres that we've had in the previous series. I like that mod a lot. It just makes having large numbers of creatures so much easier. So if we manage to tame something on the ground, then we'll be able to carry it back with us. And in fact, actually, I did also grab our other Pteranodon here, so we'll toss him back here. Got everybody from that little spot and brought him back here. But I still want to be on the lookout for other tames. I think we might... yeah, I think drop hunting is probably going to be a good thing to do, and just look in general for a few other high levels, because we're in a point where we're going to want to start really establishing ourselves, in addition to I've been gathering resources to build over there. Before we can really do much larger creature taming, like dire wolves or whatever, we're gonna need to get an Argentavis. And so we're probably gonna want to be a little bit better established and also have more creatures on the ground before we get to that point. So I think that's how we're gonna proceed from here. So this is kind of terrible terrain, but we might have a chance to redeem our stego incident here. I think I'm gonna try. So what I'm gonna do with our Pteranodon here, we're gonna take everything out of your inventory, and then we're gonna try to just yoink and hopefully not die falling down a mountain here, because it is kind of a blind area, but I really do want a stego to help us with materials. And now that we have a crossbow, and this is a slightly lower level, my hope is that we will be a little bit better able to do this. Alright. You're possibly gonna have a hard time getting to me. That's good. I'll stay here if you're having trouble. You do always wanna give a little bit of time between shots if you can, and ideally not miss them like that, because that lets the torpor sink in a little bit better. Where the frick? Oh, you're right there. Okay, perfect. That's another stego. For a second I thought we had another alpha running in to wreck our day here. How is this going? That's accumulating pretty quickly here. So let's see. You come back. Would not complain if you are. Okay, yep. Ouch! Ideally, we don't want to get hit. The problem is... Oh, you are now angry. It is entirely possible for mountains to have a lot of dangers on them. So we want to be a little bit careful here. This is far from an optimal spot for this. Oh, I don't want you here. I really don't. You bamboozled me. You baited me into getting your buddy involved. Nope, that missed. We are actually pretty close here. I think we might almost be good. As long as we don't do something stupid or the T-Rexes don't show up. What kind of sound is that? I don't like that. Whoa, that's a saber cat. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Can we, can you stop killing our guy, please? 85, great. That's fantastic. Love this. Love saber cats. I mean, I do love them, but also, I'm trying to tame a thing here. Can we not do this? Please? Please? Glad I have my health pretty leveled up. You have a baby. Think of your child. Don't do this. Alright, too late. Let's, Oh, there's the stego. He mad. Did we lose a bunch of torpor? No, we're very, very close from that. One more? No! Come on, pass out. You're so close. I know you're getting tired. There we go. Alright, now I just hope we don't get 1 million saber cats from the mountain. Oh, and there we go. I didn't realize we were so close to complete, but I am certainly not complaining about that. We are gonna just yoink. Can I yoink? There we go. All right, and let's get our bird and get out of here. Where'd you go? Up here? Yep. I want go now. I want go home before chaos happens. Hello. We are here to drop hunt. So mayhaps a brief detour. Hello, anything good? Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. All right, we're freezing to death. Let's get out of here. This guy actually statted out pretty well. 30 health, 30 stamina, and 36 weight, and 30 damage. I guess at this level that's pretty average, but still, nevertheless, this is going to be helpful. And now we have a saddle here, 4,000 health. Yeah, this is going to be good for us. Let's give you some berries too. But I want to show you guys why I wanted a stego here, because if I remember correctly, yeah, you can see there's a little, there's a different buff up in the corner there. If we hit C, you can see we switch to heavy plate, and then if we switch here, we can switch to sharpened plate, and you can see that's changing the position of the different plates. Now they do different things. I forget what gathers what. So this gathers wood, apparently. wood and a little bit of thatch. Heavy plate is berries, and then a little bit of wood and more thatch. And then sharpened. I don't actually know what the difference is there. I think maybe that's a less optimized gathering mode in general. Got a purple ring drop landing deep in the woods here, not too far from our base, and this is actually the first ring drop I've ever seen. So I'm hoping it's got some good stuff in it. They very often do. That looks good. That's a frog saddle, a pistol, jerky. Could be worse, but definitely not quite what I was hoping for, but definitely still some very good stuff in it. We really want the purple ones because I think those are the ones that have potentially crossbows in them, and so a ring purple is definitely something we want to be on the lookout for. We just got super lucky and had another ring purple drop land over here, so maybe it'll have something better than the last one. I do like this base location because it has a lot of drop spots near it, so sometimes you get pretty good stuff. Again, okay, but that was a lot of metal though. That's 62 raw metal, so that's still good. We'll find good stuff eventually, I'm sure. Sometimes you just gotta keep trying until you get lucky. So I've been a little bit busy. I decided I wanted to start working on the house in between taming things, and this is how it turned out. I'm pretty happy with it. The ARK building system is a little bit interesting and takes some getting used to, but we got 2 levels here. I will probably put more interior decoration in here. It's pretty bare bones for the moment, but we're just starting to increase in the tech tree anyway, and we got this nice little balcony where we can look down at the piranha-filled lake, because that's always something you want right by your house. Yeah, those guys were a pain in the tail end when I was trying to gather stone here. We got our little ladder here, and this is about what I have set up for our little base here. Now, I don't know everything we're gonna fill it with, but it's nice to have a spot to come back to, and I think we can start keeping some of our dinos out around here. The one thing I'm a little worried about is the alpha raptors, because not gonna lie, they have been kind of a pain in the butt today. We had the one that we lost the stego to earlier, and I've just been seeing them around a few times, so I'm definitely a little bit nervous about that. But we've got a pretty good crossbow on hand, and I think we actually have the tech to be able to make a long neck rifle if we want as well. So I think we're gonna maybe try and see if we can get ourselves an Argentavis and start kind of moving on in the world once again. I want to keep progressing. We can continue to flesh this out with time, but we've at least got a spot to go back to, so that's a good thing. Oh yeah, I should probably bring these guys up here actually, so they're not just chilling around here. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move my creatures, get everybody situated at the new base. Oh, it's a baby trike, I see. And then maybe we'll see if we can find something else to tame. I'm a little nervous about bringing this Pteranodon with us. We may actually leave him home because, as it turns out, he has crazy good stats. And this is the guy that I've been mostly training up here. But yeah, if you look at this guy, he has 42 stamina. That is pretty wild. That is a base stat, that's a breedable stat that we can pass on. So it's like, we probably want to keep this guy for breeding if we can, so maybe we'll bring our other one with us here and let him get the get a piece of the action. Start training him up a little bit as well. We'll see. I'm mulling it over. Well, okay, so I have found some Argentavis here, some pretty decently high-leveled ones. The only problem is they are on the carnivore island, where there's all kinds of crazy bad stuff. That's oh no, it's not an alpha, it's just fighting a ceratosaurus, I think. Oh, there's another one. Cool, this is real cool, this is real great, I'm sure this is fine. Have you noticed me? Yeah, you sure have. Alright, goodbye, we go now. If we can just lure these guys somewhere that's a little safer, maybe? Because we can definitely outfly them. Hey, buddy boy. Can you aggro on me? Yeah, you sure can. That's perfect. If we can just... Is that a... Oh no, that's a ceratosaurus. I don't think we want to go to that island. That's still got some scariness. Oh no, never mind. He's gotten in on that fight. Well, we can maybe keep an eye on that conflict, because if he dies in that fight, we can just yoink the baby. He might win. He might be fine. I want to get to this island because I think this area seems a little bit calmer. If we can just get down here, I also would like to ideally put this on my hotbar, so that we can just yoink. Yoink, please. Alright, we'll deal with that. We'll grab this real quick. And then can we get our crossbow out? Because we just gotta be careful. There we go. Okay, we're gonna take some damage here. That's fine. That's fine. I hope he's not too hurt from the fight. His wings are looking a little bit not great. Surely you must be getting tired. Right? Ooh, you're looking hurt. Please don't pass out in the water. How are we actually doing on, Oh boy, he's gonna pass out in the water. Oh no, he's not. He's coming back. He's coming back. Nope, he's down in the water. Gosh frickin' dang it. There's no way, right? Like, this is just not happening. Yeah, he's way... Alright, cool. I guess we're gonna go get the baby. Sorry, I didn't want that to happen to you, but I don't think I can stop it now. So, unfortunately, the baby also seems to have despawned, which means that I came all the way out here for naught, basically. So that's real fun. This place scares me. I'm gonna go home now. I think we'll keep looking around and see if we can find another high-leveled Argentavis if we can. I don't think I want to mess around with that. Darn it, we are just not having good luck with the high-level tames, which kind of sucks because they're hard to find on the island. We might actually have the chance to redeem ourselves here. Let's see if we can get this guy's attention. You're very pretty. Oh my goodness, look at those colors. We are freezing to death, though. Okay, he spotted us. Let's go this way. I'm gonna see if I can lure this guy all the way back to our base, pretty much, if I can. Or at least very close to it, because I would prefer not to risk what happened back there happening again. That was unfortunate. Alright, let's see if we can actually hit this guy. Would be a good way to start. Come on, bud. There we go. We got him. Let's see if we can get him a little closer to where we want him to be. Okay, he's on the run, I think. Come on. If you drop here, this would be good. Got him. Okay. He's still fleeing, I think. Nope, he's coming after us. Never mind. Is he? No, he's fleeing. We're gonna chase him back out in the open. I might have to trank him a couple more times, but I think we'll be fine. We just don't want him running in the woods here. Come on, buddy, get out of the trees. I can't see you here, and I know that's probably the point, but it's not helpful. I think he actually might be landing. So let's see here. Let's get our bow out. Yeah, I think he's landed. I think he's landed. If so, that's extremely good. Yep. Come on, bud. Get some more darts in you. The more... Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. All right. Now we gotta go get some prime meat. Alright, I think we've redeemed ourselves. Let's get you some prime. Hopefully that'll tame you up pretty fast here. And that'll be the start of our Argentavis squad. There we go. Let's get you back to the base. Okay, I moved our smithy into the bottom of the house for now because I want to see if we can make the... Oh, can we craft this in our inventory? Oh, I guess we can. All right. Well, that works out. Let's go see if we can find some hide. I imagine some of these guys have it on them. Right? Surely we've got more hide. Whew, I forgot how much it actually takes to make this saddle, but we got it. We can start training up our Argentavis now. Let's go ahead and equip you with that, and this should be a good start. And the good news is we should be pretty well equipped to get around and to fight now. Argentavis are a lot stronger than the Pteranodon. They have a lot more weight than the Pteranodon. They're just not as fast. Okay, let's actually not have you come with us here. Let's can you land? I actually do not want you on foe. I'm gonna leave you here for a little bit. You can take a much earned break, but I do actually have a quest in mind for this guy because as you might have seen in my inventory, I just found out that you can get sweet vegetable cake from drops, and so I want to see if we can go kidnap an Acatina, the snails, whatever the snails are called, out of the swamps here, and this will probably be a good means to get some training in. I'm gonna boost movement speed a little bit. Maybe it's not all that effective, so maybe it's not worth it. But I think this is going to be a good chance to start leveling up our bird here, and maybe think of a good name for him, too. How did he stat out, actually? We didn't even look at his stats. What did you end up with? 33 stamina, can't complain about that. And 37 weight. Okay, this is a perfectly serviceable bird, especially for starting out, especially for being a 120 tame and not a 150. Alright, we made it to the swamp just in time to be attacked by these annoying ants. What I'm gonna try to do is see if we can find a good level snail. I don't know what that noise is, but I don't want any part of it. And of course it falls night right as we get here. But yeah, you can see now there's 5 of them. There's an 85. Alright, we're gonna go for that one. That's close enough. I don't want to screw around in the swamps for longer than I have to because that's a bear. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. We love random bears. Can I not pick you up? I think I just keep missing. Let's regen some stamina first and try that again before the swamp decides to kill us in every horrible way possible. There we go. Got the snail. Now we can go. That's bad. That's real bad. Get the snail. Oh boy. All right, let's grab. No, I would like grab now. Can you This could be an issue. All right, well, at least you're mad at me and not at the snail. You can sit there and be mad at me and fall off a cliff if you'd like. That would actually be ideal. And now we can grab snail. We gotta kind of wind up. There we go. Let's go. I was gonna say let's tame while we're here, but that's not gonna happen. Okay, we've made it back. I'm gonna bring you over here and leave you here so that hopefully you don't get involved in this, because I do not want you to eat the snail that we just worked so hard to get back here, but we do have to knock this guy out, and I really hope we have enough of this sweet vegetable cake, because I'm going to be really sad if not, but oh well, you know, sometimes it comes with the territory. I think we should be fine, though. Let's just see if we can... Oh, there's some slime, I think. There you go. Can we just... That did hit. I want to be really careful with you. Oh, you do not much have torpor. Alright, just 1 or 2 shots should do it, I think. Let's see if we can... Are you out? Yep, there we go. let's see if we can give you this sweet veggie cake. Now, the thing that we got to be careful with, and the reason that I did want to go for a high level, is these guys only eat the sweet veggie cakes, and right now our only source for them is those red drops. So if this guy gets low on food, we're gonna have to make sure that we put him in one of these little spheres so that we don't lose him. But I think we should be fine, hopefully. We just have to be careful. They produce some good things. They'll make basically automated cementing paste for you, so that's really fun. So I think this is gonna be a good tame for us as long as we can be careful about sustaining it. That's a ring drop in the distance there, and we might want to check out that purple one. But with that, I think we're going to go ahead and probably wrap this up here for today, because it is getting to be about that time again. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. We'll see how this guy tames out in the next one. But until then, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.